Hi, welcome to Trading with TK, teaching you to turn ideas into money. We're at www.tradingwithtk.com, and today is Wednesday, April 23rd. Well, after the close, Apple's and Amazon's earnings came out, and there's enough insanity to go around for everybody. Apple's stock went up to 170, then back down to 156, and then back to 160. So lots of insanity running all around the place. Be careful you don't catch any of it. Stay indoors till tomorrow, because I'm sure we're going to have to deal with it at the opening. So that's why we're going to go over our major indexes, and we're going to point out some key spots that we think will come into play tomorrow. So hang around for that. Other than that, I've got another new idea for you tomorrow, and we'll take a look at the stock that we bought today. And then we've got a loser I need to show you, because that's where our lessons are learned, from our losers. We learn a little bit from our winners, but mostly from our losers. So that's why we're going to go over that. So without further ado, the stock that we're going to take a look at for tomorrow is SWHC. It's Smith & Wesson. And we've been in this stock before, those of you who have been following me, and we think we're ready to go back into it again. The picture's shaping up really, really nice. So in just a moment, I'll show you the chart, and we'll show you how we're going to take this idea and turn it into some money. Now don't go away, I'll be right back. Okay, we're looking at a daily bar chart of SWHC. Now I'm zoomed out here, bear with me, I'm zoomed out here because I want to show you this rounded, big rounded bottom here. Right here. And this is a call on the long side. We'll be looking to buy this stock at $5.90, and I have an ultimate target. This is an ultimate target of $9.50, but we may have two trades in it before it gets there. Now I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to show you what I see. Okay, the first time we got into this stock, we bought it off of this pattern here. I think we paid $5.20. I'm not exactly sure the numbers. I have it in my past performance if you want to take a look at it. It's on my web page. Anyway, we bought it right in there at around $5.20 and sold it up right up in here somewhere. I can't remember the exact spot right now, but it's, like I said, it's in my past performances. Okay, since then it's pulled back, and it's held support very nicely. Now this was the old high area that it broke out of, and now it's pulled back right to it, and you can see how it's holding and holding and holding very, very well. And it's holding so well that it's turned it into another ascending triangle. So it's got the same exact picture that we went into it for the very first time. So that's why we want to get back into this stock. I think this is a very promising pattern. It's got these higher highs and higher lows. Now, the stock only traded 430,000 shares. It's not a very liquid stock. It can trade as much as 1 million when it gets really busy, but that's unusual. I think it ranges somewhere between 350 and 500,000 shares a day. So you got to keep that in mind. But the picture is excellent. So let me recap that. That's SWHC. There's a call on the long side, and initially we'll be looking to make about $1.50 on this, about a 25% return on our money. It all depends on how it moves. If it runs up real fast up into here, real quick, I'm going to sell it. If it does something like this again, I'm probably going to take my profit out and wait for it to come back down again. Like I said, there could be 2 or 3 trades before it gets to the ultimate target. Okay, so now let's take that's SWHC. Let's take a look at the stock we bought today, ARRS. Now, it didn't come down to my ultimate price of $6.40, so I bought a little bit at $6.64 just because I wanted to have some. So my strategy is this now. If the stock pulls back to our target of $6.40, I'll add to the position. Or if the stock were to break out to the upside, I'll add to the position. So that's my strategy moving forward with this stock. This is a great looking pattern. I like this good looking pattern here. Okay, so that's the new stock for tomorrow, SWHC, and the one that we got involved in today, ARRS. Now let's take a look at the one stock I sold today. We took a loss in this. This is Seed, SEED, and this is where we learn our lessons from the losers. We don't learn too much from the winners, a little bit, but mostly you learn from the losers. Okay, let me walk you through this. We first got involved in this stock off of this pattern right here, and it was very promising when we first took a look at this stock. And this is the day I brought it right in here. I was hoping it would pull back and we could buy some down in here, but it gapped open, and I don't know exactly what happened that day, but even I bought some up in here, which I normally don't chase them. But anyway, then it comes back down, and then it starts going sideways. This is still no problem. This is still looking pretty good to me. The problem doesn't start till here. A lower high, another lower high, and a lower low, and a lower low, and then another lower high, and another lower low, and I said, uh-oh, something's not right here. So the decision was made last night that if it broke 568, which was the support area, that the position had to go. And it happened early this morning, and so I sold it. Anyway, if there was a big support area somewhere down in here, I probably would have held on to it and toughed it out for a little while. But this is not enough of a support area for me to say it'll definitely hold. Very questionable. And I don't want to take a 30 or 40% loss. I can handle a 6 or 7% loss, but those 30 or 40% losses, they're tough to come back from. So anyway, that's the reason why it was sold. Okay, let's take a look at our major indexes so we can get ready for some of the insanity that might come our way tomorrow morning. Take the Dow Jones first. Okay, this is our picture. This is our support.
And, there's a chance the market could come back down and retest this support area tomorrow. Like I said, all kinds of craziness going on, so we want to be prepared for anything. But I do believe that will hold. We may retest it again, but I do believe it'll hold. So that's the Dow. Let's take a look at the transportation average. And as you can see, that sort of has been pulling back for the last couple of days. This is a pretty big support area, the top of this and definitely the bottom of it. I don't think we'll pull back into the whole pattern down into here. I think we'll stop right at the top end of this. So that might touch that support tomorrow too. But this picture is still looking great. I mean, it's breakout, pullback, breakout, pullback, breakout, pullback, and then the next, within the next day or two, we're going to have another breakout. So that's the transportation average. Now we're going to take a look at the QQQQs. And I'm looking at Apple as of this moment right now. And after all of this craziness, the stock's only down about 20 cents from the New York close after being up $7 and back down 10. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But there is a little craziness going around. I just want to let you know that ahead of time. The QQQQs. Okay, tried to make a new high today. They just couldn't make it. They may have to pull back down one more time. I don't think they're going to get as low as this, but they may come back down into this low area here. But we'll have to see. But we had a breakout, pullback, breakout, pullback, breakout. So we're going to get a pullback, and it may even come a little lower than I anticipated, but I'm not that concerned because I know there's another new high coming after it. So I think we'll be prepared for tomorrow morning. So that's my view of the market. Until tomorrow, this is TK signing off.